Welcome to Jackson's Jolly History Walks. Today we are going to take a lovely little stroll across the River Thames, but we're doing it for autism awareness, and we have raised £325 for what we've done. So thank you to everyone that's donated. We're going to start. We are coming up to Lambeth Bridge now. It's red because it matches the seats in the House of Lords. And if you've ever seen Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, this is where the night bus races up there and goes between two buses. We're now in Victoria Park alongside the River Thames, and this is part of the city of Westminster. And we've got the Victoria Tower behind us. That is the tallest tower of the Houses of Parliament. It's taller than Big Ben, and it was once the largest squared feet tower in the world. And apparently it has all the laws and states inside that building. Lords in the Victorian Tower, you've got this interesting person, Emiline Pankhurst. She was the leader of the suffragette movement, and she changed the rights for women's votes and everything, all like that. And the funny thing is, the gentlemen's clubs on Pall Mall, all these suffragettes were smashing the windows of them, of these gentlemen's clubs, and all the gentlemen were like, "Oh, these blasted women are smashing our clubs." Standing in front of the statue of King George V, and to our left is this beautiful church, Westminster Abbey, originally known as the Collegiate Church of St. Peter. And this church is my friend Dave Matthews. Hi there, Dave. This is his favourite place to go. I don't know much on it. I'm still learning from good old Dave myself, but there will be more about Westminster Abbey in due course. Over here is Oliver Cromwell. And Oliver Cromwell was a bit of a tyrant in his time. He had the head of King Charles I chopped off, the only monarch to be executed, and he was tried in the building there, the old Palace Yard building, the old Parliament building. Other people that were tried in there was Anne Boleyn. She was tried from Henry VIII, where she had her head chopped off in the Tower of London. Oliver Cromwell actually is staring at King Charles I over in Whitehall just behind us. And Oliver Cromwell, he had Christmas band, he made sure the pubs were closed, he didn't like Puritans. Behind us is Queen Boadicea, or Boadicea as many people know, and she's got a connection with Harry Potter, because it's said she's buried under platforms 9 and 10, which makes it platform 9 3/4. There's a little fact for you. We are on Embankment, on Victoria Embankment. This interesting chap behind me is Joseph Bazelgette. And Joseph Bazelgette, he was called in 1850s when the hot summer caused a great stink. The Thames was literally an open sewer, and because it was next to the Houses of Parliament, the Parliament building, the MPs called in Joseph Bazelgette to sort out a sewage system. And across the river, we'll see, we're going to find some stink pipes. And the stink pipes are like air vents for the sewers. And Joseph Bazelgette, he has fantastic facial hair, doesn't he, Zafir? Wonderful. This here is Cleopatra's Needle, one of the oldest outdoor artefacts in London, and possibly anywhere in the UK. And around here, look, you've got these sphinxes. They're facing the wrong way. They were meant to be facing frontwards. And I'd like to point out, all this shrapnel is from German bombs. But, interestingly, it's not from the Second World War, it's actually from the First World War. As you can see here, this was the first place to be bombed in London, ever. You could just walk around here, look. You can see all the shrapnel on the pores. And look at that, isn't that a lovely picture when you get that with the London Eye? Isn't that wonderful? But the needle itself is over 3,000 years old. And it was awarded to Nelson for his victory in the Battle of the Nile. We started this video, we started off at Lambeth Bridge, that's in the city of Westminster. We're now coming past these dragons that represent the city of London. It represents the dragons are there because it was defined by the Romans as the city of London. There used to be a big Roman wall coming around all this, the city gates. And This is where William the Conqueror basically came through and took charge, which will be getting off to where William the Conqueror built his fortress, the Tower of London, very shortly. And there's a fact that whenever the Queen comes past here, she has to ask permission from the Lord Mayor to enter the City of London, but that is also bollocks. She doesn't have to because she's the bloody Queen. It's got to be the most famous bridge in the world. You must have heard of the nursery rhyme, Zafir. London Bridge is
falling down.
Falling down, yeah. This may look all horrid and ugly, but it's got historical importance. There's 5 bridges on this site. The first bridge was built by the Romans, and it was actually pulled down by a Viking called Sweyn Forkbeard, son of Harold Bluetooth. I really love the names of these people. And after that, the most famous bridge in the 1100s. It had all houses and shops all along here. That fell down, and I don't know what the other bridges look like, but one of the bridges belongs in Arizona now. And it was bought by an American businessman who thought he was buying Tower Bridge just behind us there, but he got the old London Bridge. They had to get rid of the bridge because it became too congested because it was built for horses. And it was actually on London Bridge where we first started to learn to drive to the left. There's your facts for you. If you've ever seen the film The Bounty, starring Mel Gibson and Anthony Hopkins, then you would have known of this. The town of Ramsgate. A landmark pub. It claims to be the oldest riverside pub in London. Captain William Bligh went in there and purchased HMS Bounty in that exact pub because there's a dock behind it. I'm going to go and show you what's behind. Ready? Going to come down this little alleyway here. Going to come down this little alleyway here. And this is also where the famous Judge Jeffreys, the hanging judge, used to have a drink in here. And he tried to disguise himself. He was quite a nasty old fellow, Judge Jeffreys. And yeah, he tried to disguise himself, and they saw him because he hanged so many people. And they're like, oi, oi, there he is, take him down. And also, you had a Thomas Blood. Oh, I really love these characters. Thomas Blood, he tried absconding with the crown jewels down this alleyway here. And the keeper's son saw him and took him to the Tower of London, but he was let off. And they reckon King Charles II was involved in this. And also, as we go back up, there's people up there. As we go back up here, this is where Captain Bligh told Fletcher Christian about their voyage of discovery to Tahiti to collect breadfruit plants, and that's what caused the famous mutiny, and they ended up on Pitcairn Island. We're going to go. So we started off at Lambeth Bridge earlier, and we're finally at the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. We still got to walk back on the other side of the river. Into good spirits. So we're currently walking through the Greenwich Foot Tunnel. This bit up here is actually, this was repaired through bomb damage from the Second World War. That's why this is but we're walking under the Thames. At like 7 feet. I don't know how old this tunnel is. I'll get back to you when we're at the cutting start.
She was doing This is long. Greenwich Foot Tunnel.
Sark o' Paisley Hun, while a lassie she had worn, in longitude low, sorely scanty, it was her best, and she was vanity. This is the Cutty Sark. A Cutty Sark was a tea clipper, and she sailed to Australia in around between 50 and 70 days. I'm not precisely sure what one. And she broke the record, and she became the fastest ship in the world. A wonderful museum in Greenwich. You can explore every inch. Still haven't done it yet, but that's going to be another video. But we have made it to Greenwich. We've made it to Greenwich from Lambeth Bridge, but we're just going to walk back again. That's the whole thing, and we're going to do it. There's going to be plenty more to come.
Right.
We are in the Royal Borough of Deptford. That was Henry VIII's Royal Naval Shipyard, and these are the steps where Sir Francis Drake stepped off the Golden Hind. And he laid a cloak down for Elizabeth I down these steps. And Sir Francis Drake, we'll see the Golden Hind when we get to near Borough Market. Only a replica of the ship. But Sir Francis Drake was knighted by Elizabeth I on the Golden Hind. And Sir Francis Drake was actually knighted on board the Golden Hind as a Sir. That's why he became Sir Francis Drake. He circumnavigated the globe, and his mission was to, by Queen Elizabeth I, to finish off any Spanish interests around. He was unofficially backed by Elizabeth I, and he caught the biggest treasure haul on a Spanish galleon. And I think he managed to keep half of it. So, good on you, Drake. So you may remember back in Deptford when we came across Drake's steps, where Sir Francis Drake laid down his cloak for Elizabeth I, and he was knighted on the Golden Hind. This is a replica of the Golden Hind, an exact replica, same size, same shape, and this is the ship he circumnavigated the globe in, and I believe it has actually done that itself. It's called the Golden Hind because you've got a little Golden Hind in the figurehead just at the front. And you can go inside it. It does cost a lot, around a £5 roughly. Not open at the moment, looks like they're doing a load of restoration work, but we will come and do a video on that very soon. So we are here at Westminster Bridge with Big Ben and the Palace of Westminster behind us. We have done it. We have done the walk. How far have we gone, Zafir?
24.8 miles.
24.8 miles. We didn't stop at Lambeth Bridge because we're running out of time now, but we are going to go there again at some point because I need to go over there anyway. Going to wrap it up now. Thank you for watching. We have raised £325 throughout this whole thing, and I'd like to thank everybody for their support. We are making a difference, and we're going to continue making a difference. Remember, if you don't know about me already, hit the notification bell and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, Jackson's Jolly History Walks. Thank you very much.